Hello everyone, welcome to our world through English. So today we are getting into the same topic, tenses. So in the previous session already we started first tense, we can say the beginning simple present tense, right? Simple present tense. So in the first class about simple present tense, or present simple we can call, no problem. I given you the introduction how to use or we can say where to use this simple present tense I given in the previous sessions, right? So now today I'm going to continue with the same topic, different situations. So yesterday we discussed about number 1 point where we use simple present. One is routines and habits. We have discussed already this point, right? When you are talking about routines, or when you are talking about habits, we already use, for example, if you are doing a work regularly, means always or weekly, once in a week, twice in a week, every Monday, like that, on Saturdays, on Sundays. I already given the frequencies of expressions, so I given a table also, right? So that is the first step. And second one, in which situation or in what situations we can use present simple, I'm going to teach you now. So second point, already I given you the points. Permanent situation, permanent situations. So second one, where we can use this present simple or simple present means in permanent situation, when an action which was very permanent. For example, let me take my example. You ask me question, what are you doing? I said I am I said this one. What are you doing? I said, I'm working as a teacher. I am working as a teacher, I said. So, I am working as a teacher. If it is my permanent job, yes, teaching is my permanent job. So, I can't, normally we use these words. I am working as a teacher. My father is working in a company. You will say, but it is absolutely wrong. If it is a permanent situation, if it is a permanent one, we never say I am working as a teacher because it is my permanent work. So I should use simple present or present simple that shows I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. So that was the correct one. We have to use I work as a teacher. So second, one more example I will give you for you. Right, let me erase this one. So first example, that one. And look at the second example, children. Let me give for you one more example. I'm writing here. For example, you learned a language. Let me give you one example. My brother is speaking Tamil. So my brother he learned Tamil and he is speaking Tamil now. So if you learn something, a language or any something, well, it goes or no permanent. It won't go, because if you learn some language, it will be inside us. So it won't go again after 2 years, 3 years. It will be permanent. So when you say that my brother is speaking Tamil, it is his permanent. He will speak. There is no doubt at all. So when an action which was permanent, if he is know very well Tamil, if he is perfect, if we learn that, we never say that he is speaking Tamil. We have to say that my brother speaks Tamil, because it's a permanent action. There is no doubt at all, because he learned Tamil and he can speak Tamil. Not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. If you say that my brother is speaking Tamil, means it is a temporary action. It is not a permanent action. Here I am working as a teacher, means it is not temporary. It is a permanent. So I use simple present. For permanent situations, we have to use simple present, and the form should be the subject and next V1 and the object. So that is the second system, or the second place where we can use simple present or present simple. So second one is permanent situation, where we have to use present simple. Commonly when we are discussing about tenses, only we discuss about tense structure, but we have to know where we should use. If you know tense, if you know the structure, okay, the perfect. But if it is a pen, I should know where we have to use, whether on the board or air or on the piece of paper. So I should know where I have to use. Knowing tense, knowing the structure is not important. We have to know where we should use particular tense. So now you learn tense structure, you learn the tense name, but we have to know where we should use. So first one, we use that during routines and habits. If you're doing a work regularly, if it is your habit, if it is a regular or routine work, we have to use simple present. And next one is, if it is a permanent situation, if it is a permanent situation, we have to use simple present. Copy these 2 examples, then I will go for a third usage where we have to use this present simple. So next one. The first example and go for the second one. You can write many examples, that's up to your choice, children. You can do whatever you want. You can practice yourself. Right? So next, third model, what we have been discussed, that is facts. We discussed where we use this one is facts. What is fact? What is the meaning of fact? Fact means truth. So truth means, for example, which color it is? It is white. In India, we can call this is white. If you go to Africa, they will call this as black, right? Yes. If you go to America, they will call this as brown. If you go to England, they will call this as black. Yes? No. Why? Because anywhere this color is white. So that is called fact. That is called truth. So during these times, means when we are talking about a truth, if you go anywhere in the world, in the universe, very simple, in the universe, that will be permanent and that will be the same. That is called truth or fact. Let me use such an example one. See here, early morning you got up in the morning and you had seen today the sun was rising. When the sun rising, you said, "Mummy, mummy, mummy, the sun is rising in the east." Sorry, I forgot to use the article. The sun is rising in You said, "Mummy, the sun is rising in the east." The sun is rising in the east. When today you have seen the sun is rising in the east. So tomorrow you got up and you are saying that, "Mummy, mummy, the sun is rising in the west." Will you say? Why? Because the sun always rise in the east. If you go to America, same. If you go to Australia, same. The sun rises in the east. There will be no change at all. There is no change at all. Today you have seen the sun is rising in the east. If you got up tomorrow, will you see the sun is rising from the west? Is it possible? Never. So that is called truth. That is called fact. So during those times, we have to use simple present tense. So the sun is rising in the east is wrong. What we have to use? Structure subject V1. So subject is the sun. V1. So rising. So rise. So I already said third person singular S or ES. I already said why we have to use. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. Okay? That is. It is called universal truth. Or another example, let me give for you. The earth is revolving around the sun. The earth is revolving around the sun. Today only, tomorrow it won't revolve, because today earth will revolve around sun. Day after tomorrow it revolves around Venus. Next Mercury. Next some other planets. Yes, Jupiter. Right? Yes. Yes. Why? Because the earth always revolves around the sun. The earth always revolves around the sun. There was no doubt at all. It is a fact. It is a fact. So during the facts, what we have to use? We have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense. Then what will be the answer? The earth. I already said, children, I will use American accents. I never use British English. The earth revolves around the sun. So finished. The earth revolves around the sun. So now this is the correct one. Because this is a fact and it is also a fact. So during the facts, when it was not changed at any day, the sun is always rise in the east. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, any day, the sun rises from the east and sets in the west. The same thing when you look at the earth. Earth always revolves around the sun. There was no doubt at all. So that is also a permanent action. That is also a fact. Universe, if you go to anywhere, it is same. Okay? So let me give you one more example, which we will use commonly in our mathematics. Okay? Let me raise the first example. Example. For example, 4 plus 4 is equals to So, see here, most commonly used word. Maybe you can use 2, 2 or 4, 4, 3, 3. That is up to your choice. So, we will use this one. 4 plus 4 is equals to 8. Right? We will use in our mathematics. Most probably we pronounce like that. But that is correct or wrong, you have to say. 4 plus 4 is equals to 8. 4 plus 4, if you go to any country, anywhere, it is 8. In India, 8, America, 8, Australia, 8, London, anywhere, any place, 8. But what we will say that? We have to use that in simple present tense. But what we are saying here, 4 plus 4 is equals to 8, we are saying. But according to English grammar, we should say it as 4 plus 4 equals 8. Actually, it is the correct according to English grammar. We have to say that 4 plus 4 equals 8. But what we will say commonly? 4 plus 4 is equals to. Actually, after is how we can use equals. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever imagined that where we have to use equal after s? When we use after third person singular, but already we have an auxiliary verb, how we can use another s after that? Is it correct? No. So according to English grammar, the word exactly we have to pronounce 4 plus 4 equals 8, or you can say that 2 plus 2 equals 4, 3 plus 3 equals 6. So that is exactly correct, but this is wrong. Okay, now try to use like this when you are using mathematics, when you are solving any problems, when you're doing, or for example, 2 into 2, same anything, or 2 minus 2 equals 0. 2 into 2 equals 4. Like that you have to use. Okay, that is. So that is the third model, or third situation where we have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense. And the last one we have left, and it was very big one, means little difficult to understand its inner meaning. It is very little bit difficult to understand the inner meaning. The fourth one, that is, I already said, that is state. Fourth one is state. What is a state? State means you can think that Telangana state, Andhra state, Tamil Nadu state, right? No, that is not the state. State here is a feeling. For example, let me give an example. You are sitting in front of the camera, means for example in front of your mobile for a long time, and clearly you are looking at the mobile for a long time, and you will get a feel that is, I am having eye pain. For example, continuously I was teaching class now without taking any break. Then what I feel, I feel thirsty. I want to drink water. I will drink. This is called feeling. This is called feeling. The state means what? It is a feeling. What you feel, that is a state. So that you have to mention in simple present tense. For example, just I give an example, thirsty. I felt thirsty now. I feel thirsty now. Means that is my feeling. That is my feeling. For example, it was hot summer. It was hot summer. Then what you want commonly? You will say that, Daddy, I am wanting ice cream. What you will say? Daddy, I am wanting ice cream. What you will say? or I want ice cream. Or I want ice cream. You will say that, or I want ice cream. I am wanting ice cream. Commonly sometimes we will say, but what we have to say, it is want is a feeling. Want is a feeling. So what you will say, I want an ice cream. I want an ice cream. So that was a feeling. So whatever you feels, whatever your mind says, whatever you want to eat or what you want to take, that is a feeling or an emotion that is called states. So here I want to give you a small table about your likes, dislikes, senses, because everything is a feeling. So those words I'm going to give you now, just copy those examples. Under the state, after this example, I'm just draw the small table for you. Just copy as like that. So first feeling is wants and likes. So what are the verb forms we will use for wants? Can you guess? For like want. Next, dislike, love, hate, like that. Like, love, love, hate, dislike. Means these are all feelings, wantings, likes, whatever it is. Because, for example, I love piece of chalk, or I love this brand. I like this piece of chalk. Means it is a want, it is a like. So that is a state of feeling. So we have to use simple present tense when you are mentioning about your likes and wants. We never use any other tense when you are using particular likes and desires of your own or of somebody's own. We have to use only present simple, that is in structure, subject, V1 and objects. So that was next one. Next, what you will say, want. Next, hate, need, want, wish, need, wish, etc. You can use these examples. Want, prefer. These are the words will reflect that one. Next one, thought or opinion. Thought or opinion. Thought or opinion. What we will feel, what we will thought. Though which words will refer thought and opinions? I remember. I remember. Means it is a thought. Somebody will say that, sir, I can remember this one. I think I remember. I think I remember. I forgot. Or I forget. You can use anything. I remember. These are all thought. Remember, forget. So these are all the words which we use to say about think or opinion. For example, when you come to school, then, sir, I remember that we have done this one. I remember, I forgot what you thought or forgot. So those type of words will talk about the state of feeling. And next, know, believe, imagine. Know, believe, imagine. So these are the words. So second one. So third one I'm going to see, that is senses. Means feels. What you feel. For example, when you have a delicious food, you will smell something. So what is it say? One. See, hear. That is senses. See, hear, smell. Next, taste. These are all senses, what we feel, So that is a third one about senses. Next one about when we are talking about a state. For example, I will give one more example for this. Okay. First I will write possession or a relation. Let me give an example for this. Then I will go for writing all the words. See here. Okay. I asked the question, one question like this. How many sisters do you have? I asked the question, how many sisters do you have? That is my question. What will be your answer? Sir, I am having 4 sisters. I am having 4 sisters. At present, you are having 4 sisters. And coming years, you will get to 4 plus 5, 6, 7. Yes? No. If it is permanent, there will be no change at all. It is fine. It is fixed. Then we have to use simple present tense. If you are saying this, I'm having 2 brothers, I'm having 2 sisters, I'm having 3 sisters, I'm having 3 brothers, that is wrong. That is a big wrong. For example, I can say, I'm having 2 daughters, I'm having 3 daughters. It is wrong. How I have to use means, I have 4 sisters. So there was no change in it. It is my state. It is my possession. It is my relation. There will be no change in it. It means 4 sisters, that is permanent. So at the time we have to use I have 4 sisters. We never use I'm having 4 sisters. Or I'm having 4 brothers, I'm having 2 daughters, I'm having 2 sons, or I'm having 2 children. That is also wrong. We have to use I have 2 children, I have 3 children, I have 2 brothers, I have 2 sisters, I have 3 sisters. That is correct. And this one is wrong. Okay, this is example. You can write after the table, you can copy that example, but just for your understanding, I have given you that example. So when we are talking about possession means what? Having a relation, we have to use such simple present tense. So examples, right? The words commonly we use, I won, I am having, I have, I won, I won, those words. And it belong. These words, possesses. Possess. These are the words which refers the state of possession or a relation. Next one, appearance. Next one is appearance. Means he looks, how he looks, seem, look like. For example, he looked like. Means appearance, how somebody will look like somebody. For example, if you will say that he is looking like somebody. For example, if you saw your friend and if you will compare with somebody else. So at the time you will say, he is looking like, but it is wrong. For example, commonly use, he is acting like any hero. You can take Prabhas, or you can take any hero, Mahesh Babu. You can say that he is acting like Prabhas, but it is wrong in English. We have to say he acts like Prabhas. You never say that he is acting. He acts like Prabhas, or he looks like Prabhas, or for the words, he seems like that. You never say he is looking, he is liking, or he is acting like so and so. No, he acts like. That was the correct one what we have to use when we are using this simple present tense. Okay, children, I will continue that in the next session. At the same state, we'll continue in the next session. That will be the end of today's class. And meet in the next session. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and bye-bye.